Get ready to dive into the depth of music and wisdom. Embark on a unique sound journey, a deep dive of Seikilos music. We will start with the song Si, Soy Otro Tu, a beautiful melody in Spanish that will connect you with the essence of cosmic love. Afterwards, we will explore its meaning with a deep analysis that will reveal to you the secrets of the Seikilos one-paragraph worldview. Open your mind, expand your heart, and let yourself be carried away by the music. It's time to experience cosmic love and your freedom.
El corazón del universo pregunta, ¿eres otro yo? Me susurra. Esa voz resuena en mis sueños y mi corazón atento le responde. Siento la profunda totalidad, la existencia, su trazo y su sonar. Mecido por las olas del universo, nuestros corazones se vuelven uno al amar. Si escucho tu voz en mi interior, eres otro yo, mi reflejo, mi amor. La puerta de la libertad se abre y en mí la respuesta al fin se descubre. Envuelto en la luz de las estrellas, mi corazón se libera de sus cadenas. En el viento silencioso voy volando y nuestras almas juntas van resonando. La eterna pregunta sin cesar resuena en el fondo de mi ser. Al corazón del universo respondo y en la unidad al fin me fundo. Si escucho tu voz en mi interior, eres otro yo, mi reflejo, mi amor. La puerta de la libertad se abre y en mí la respuesta al fin se descubre. La eterna pregunta sin cesar resuena en el fondo de mi ser. Al corazón del universo respondo y en la unidad al fin me fundo. Si escucho tu voz en mi interior, eres otro yo, mi reflejo, mi amor. La puerta de la libertad se abre y en mí la respuesta al fin se descubre.
Okay, so get ready, because we're diving deep into some seriously mind-bending stuff today. And we're kicking things off with a song called Get This. Yes, I Am Another You.
Catchy, right?
Totally. But it gets even better because it's by someone with, like, the most intriguing name ever. Seikilos.
Intriguing is an understatement. And trust me, the name's not the only thing that'll pique your curiosity.
Uh-huh.
Wait till you hear about Seikilos' one-paragraph cosmology.
Uh-huh.
Talk about a philosophical head-scratcher.
Right. It's basically the super condensed statement about, well, the entire universe. Like, in a nutshell, Seikilos is saying we're all part of this one big universal mind.
Yeah.
The really wild part is, though, Seikilos says we can choose whether we accept this connection or not. Like, it's an opt-in universe.
And that whole choice thing, that's where things get really interesting. See, Seikilos' one-paragraph cosmology kind of suggests that choosing to deny this connection, well, that's actually at the root of human suffering.
Okay, deep stuff.
But here's the thing. Seikilos doesn't just drop this crazy complex idea on us in some dry philosophical treatise, you know? They go and make it into this incredibly approachable, dare I say, catchy song.
Right. From the first verse of Yes, I Am Another You, it's like the universe is sidling up to you for a friendly chat, not a lecture.
Totally. It really does feel like the universe is whispering directly to you, the listener, and asking, hey, are you another me?
It's so clever.
And the coolest part, it's like your own heart that answers back.
That is brilliant. Such a smart way to highlight that inner dialogue that's at the heart of this whole cosmology. We're not talking about some distant external force here. It's all about the conversation that's happening inside each of us.
So true. And that internal back and forth, it leads us right to the chorus, where Seikilos just lays it on us. Yes, I am another you.
And what's so powerful about that line, about that declaration, is that it's not just a statement, it's an active choice. Remember we were saying before about Seikilos' one-paragraph cosmology?
Yeah.
And the idea of choosing your reality.
Well, saying, yes, I am another you. It's like consciously choosing to accept this whole interconnectedness thing.
Okay, so let's unpack that a little bit, because the cosmology seems to be suggesting that saying yes to this connection, that's like the key to freedom, to love. But what happens if we say no? Are we choosing to suffer, like Seikilos seems to be implying?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
And you got to hand it to him. The cosmology doesn't shy away from that question at all.
It doesn't.
But it's not about punishment or anything like that. Not like there's some cosmic scorecard. Think of it more like when we shut ourselves off from this interconnectedness, we're basically cutting ourselves off from the very source of things like empathy, love, all that good stuff. We create our own suffering by choosing to isolate ourselves.
Whoa. Okay, that hits differently when you put it like that.
Right. It's like we're choosing to live in this self-made prison, even though the door to freedom was wide open the whole time. And this, I think, is where the genius of Seikilos' song really shines through. They take this crazy complex concept and make it visceral.
100%. I mean, verses 2 and 3, they're just this whirlwind of imagery. We're talking the vastness of the universe, hearts merging, feeling the rhythm of existence like we're rocked by the waves. It's intense.
It is. And that's the point. Seikilos doesn't just want you to understand this cosmology intellectually. They want you to feel it in your bones.
Yeah.
Those images are like a sensory immersion experience in what this interconnectedness actually means.
It's so smart. Because those images, right? The universe, the waves, the stars, they tapped into something so deep and universal within us.
Absolutely. It's like this subconscious recognition, a primal echo of that truth that lives within all of us, even if we've completely forgotten it's there, and Seikilos is trying to wake us up to that.
I love that. It's like a remembering, like something deep inside us goes, oh yeah, I get that. That makes total sense.
Exactly. And as the song goes on, you'll notice Seikilos keeps coming back to that core question, are you another me? Especially in the bridge, it's like this persistent echo, almost like a mantra.
It totally does. That question just keeps popping up again and again, and each time it does, it feels more and more important. It's like Seikilos is reminding us that this isn't just some abstract thought experiment. It's a question we're all meant to be grappling with in our own lives.
It really is like Seikilos is holding up this mirror and saying, look, here you are. What are you going to do? And speaking of what are you going to do, can we talk about that final chorus for a sec? Because after the intensity of the bridge, that last chorus, it feels like this huge release, you know?
Right. It's not just a repeat of the chorus. It's like an arrival. It's like Seikilos takes us on this journey throughout the song, and then by the end, both the singer and the listener, we all kind of land on this resounding, yes, I am another you, almost like a victory cry.
Yes, exactly. But it's not even about landing on the right answer, you know? It's about the journey Seikilos takes us on to get there. Like, remember how in Seikilos' one-paragraph cosmology, it's all about choosing your own response. It's that choice that shapes your reality.
Yeah, it's so true. It's like Seikilos is saying, here's this question, universe to universe, heart to heart now, what's your answer going to be? And it's such a powerful invitation because it puts all the power and the responsibility right back on us.
Yes, 100%. And that, I think, is where this song, it goes beyond just a cool, like, philosophical idea.
Yeah.
It's saying the way we answer that question, the way we choose to engage with this idea of interconnectedness, well, it plays out in every aspect of how we live our lives, like how we treat each other, how we interact with the world around us, everything.
So hold on a sec. We're not just talking about some abstract, feel good connection to the universe here. There are like real world implications to all of this.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, think about it. If we really truly grasp the depth of our interconnectedness, wouldn't it completely change how we approach things like conflict,
Hmm.
inequality, even climate change? If we actually saw ourselves in the other, compassion, empathy, those things wouldn't be optional. They'd be inevitable.
It's true. Like even just that old saying, love thy neighbor as thyself, it takes on a whole new meaning when you start to believe that on some level your neighbor is you.
Right. And it goes way beyond our human relationships, too. What about our relationship with the planet, with all living things? I mean, if we really embodied this Seikilos philosophy, it would radically transform how we treated the environment, how we thought about consumption.
It would be a completely different world, that's for sure. Which, okay, that brings me to my next question because if this idea is so simple and yet so profound, why aren't we all living this way already? What's the disconnect?
Well, I think it goes back to that idea of choice, right? Like the cosmology is very clear. We have the freedom to choose. But that freedom, it comes with a lot of responsibility.
Hmm.
And choosing to ignore our interconnectedness, well, it has consequences, just like choosing to embrace it does.
So what you're saying is, if we're hearing you right, and I think we are, it's like choosing to ignore that connection, to kind of pretend it's not there, that's where all the suffering comes in. But then when we choose to lean into it, to let that understanding really sink in and change how we actually act, that's where we find freedom. That's where the love comes in. Man, it's a trip, right? Like, it's this radical idea, but also incredibly hopeful at the same time.
It really is hopeful. And it's not about, like, reaching this perfect state of oneness where we're all just walking around blissed out 24/7.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, we're human. We mess up, we get caught in our own heads. It's more about like trying to live in a way that honors that connection, even or maybe especially during those messy human moments that we all have.
That's a good point. It makes it feel a lot less like some impossible standard we could never live up to, and way more like, well, practice, right? Something you keep coming back to again and again as you figure out how to move through the world, how to be a person.
Exactly. It's like this lifelong journey of remembering who we really are, remembering that we're all connected. And this song, Yes, I Am Another You, it's like this perfect little reminder to help us along the way.
So well said. Okay, so for our listeners who are feeling super inspired right now and want to dive deeper into all of this, where can they go to learn more about Seikilos and this one-paragraph cosmology thing?
You can find more of Seikilo's work, including a super in-depth explanation of their one-paragraph cosmology, over at www.soyotra2.com. Seriously, it's like a gold mine of fascinating stuff.
Perfect. Okay, well, as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with one last question to ponder. If, as Sekilo suggests, we really are all connected, what choices will you make today to embrace that connection? Something to think about. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the music and wisdom of Seikilos. We hope this experience has opened your heart to the beauty of cosmic love and inspired you to explore the depths of your own being. If you'd like to learn more about the Seikilos one-paragraph worldview and support this initiative, please visit his website, soyotro2.com. That's www.soyotro2.com. On his website, you'll find more music, inspiring resources, and ways to connect with him and learn more about his work. May your journey be filled with love, wisdom, and freedom. Until next time.